Hey everybody, this is Dustin, Interior Service Specialist. So we're working on a unit that's here. It's a Grand Design Reflection. I don't think it's a 303 ROS. I think it's like a 380 something. But anyways, we're looking at slide out. And so a couple things on this unit. When it came in, this is a second layer of turn-on tape on it. And then you can see that we went back and we sealed the edge of it, just as like an extra step. Bubbles and stuff you're gonna see is kind of normal, but this particular customer watched one of our videos and watched one of our, read one of our previous articles. And, you know, we tell you to, like, even though there's bubbles, you know, on the rubber, but you wanna, from the screw heads, you wanna double check those. So this particular coach, every screw hole on here, when it was installed from the factory, and again, nothing knocking on the factory, every other screw was skipped. And so as the years and time went by, this whole flange was getting loose. So you could come up here and I could wiggle it with the customer up here, because we looked at it in the service drive when he pulled in. Another issue that we had in it was that you see this dirt line, and that's where the wiper seal would normally be. And this is a piece of the other wiper seal that goes on the inside. Yeah, so basically said, hey, you know what, the wiper seal is too long on this side and it's tucking back under and up, and it was dragging. So the guys had already replaced this seal once, and it was still kind of doing the similar thing. The only issue is that this particular slide out style and these types of seals is just like cell phones. Every couple years they change it. Well, these are the two samples of the two sizes that are available. So go ahead and let's start with the original.
This is the original one that's on
So this
there.
is actually the last one that we replaced. And so what we want to show you is that seal is making contact right where the dirt was from the existing seal. So it's the same size, the correct one that's supposed to be on there. Show them the side edge, pull it out a little bit.
It's got that lip right here.
So see that lip right there?
Right here.
So that lip gets tucked underneath the edge of this wall, and then this seal actually flips up and gets stapled in place. And then of course it gets sealed on top of it. So that is the correct seal. Now, because the seal is new, and because the roofs sometimes they get dirty or they get rough spots on them and they need to be all cleaned real well, they will hang up, you know, and that's why you want to put conditioner. But until the steel gets a little bit dry, till it shrinks up a little bit, till it gets conditioned a couple times, it may or may not sweep in and out correctly, because it's just a great big old long wiper seal all the way down. Now before we put it on there, let me see this for a second. So this is the shorter seal, right? And you see that little ledge right there? That's what captures the bottom of that. So there's a self-sticky tape. This guy tucks up underneath here to the bottom of the edge to come up so that you can only put it to a sew height. And that's how short that next seal would need to be. Now that seal is obviously not long enough, because you see how it's here. If we put this seal in here, it would still work and do the job.
Yeah, it's still laying down over the roof.
Still laying down the roof.
Yeah.
But our only concern is that when it flips over into the inside, that it's not gonna make enough watertight. So this is the opposite side of that seal.
It's the inner.
The inner. So they put two seals on there so that regardless if you have two seals now sweeping the water off to push it, to divert it off of the slide out. But we were worried about if we put too short of a seal, then it might allow the water to go through. So we're gonna go back with the same size that was on there previous.
Same size seal, right here.
And this is the one that was here before the customer seen it. So we're gonna put that back on. I think at one point, Terry, when he seen it, it was either like a hair too past it,
Yeah,
or in some areas it was just a hair shorter of it. And so they just assumed that it was the wrong seal that we had installed. But we got these seals from Grand Design. They're like, I don't know, like through some of the normal companies, they're about $580 for a roll. And then Grand Design, of course, you know, you're paying more because you're paying for the shipping. They charge a certain percentage to like ship it to you. I don't know if you knew that or not, Terry. They charge 15% markup on top of whatever they're shipping. So when you do have to order from them, you're paying the freight, you're paying the parts, and you're paying that extra 15%. So we try to get stuff, you know, whoever else we can. While we're up here, same thing, right? If this seal, and you see how, I'm try to do it one-handed, see how the seal lifts up? This is the side that gets stapled, or you can add screws to it as well. And so you can see the little staple holes where they get stapled in place. But when this seal is up against the wall, what we always tell everybody is make sure you use silicone or use some type of a sealant, you know, RV adhesive or whatever, because people always Dustin, no, use silicone. Well, you just don't know. So they put some type of sealant on here to keep the water from getting back behind it so that it doesn't ruin the 3M sticky tape, and so that it also doesn't rust if it's a screw or staple. So here's an actual staple right there, that little gold one. But that's to keep the water from keeping the 3M sticky tape from going bad, as well as the staples or screws. So anyways, this is Terry, and stay tuned for more. Like I said, so far Terry's got this whole molding screwed in place. He went back and he added sealant to the side edge. The reason we do that is forever if it shrinks up or comes loose, water's not going to get up underneath of it. Same thing as time goes, you want to keep an eye on these edges. Back in the old days, we used to take and put a real thin bead of Dicor non-sag on them to kind of help glue them in place, because this is just a rubber with a sealant behind it, and it will shrink up over time and cause little toothpick journals. But now that it's double layered, you're not going to pull all this off, you know, with a heat gun and put it all new on. So if it's on there, leave it on there. Trust us.
It's a pain to get it off.
You'll tear the roof.
Yeah.
You know, so you'll tear the roof, then you'll have a nasty sticky residue that's going to show anyway. So it's better to just overlay it. Even in years to come, if the second layer goes bad, leave it. Put another third layer on top of it. It's not going to hurt it. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. This is Dustin, Terry Urban Specialist. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.